Few get a second chance at my mercy, but our enemies won't even get a first. This is my town now. Stay in my lane? I'd miss all the fun. Executed. I can't stand fear dodgers. This one's trouble. Is that all? I run these streets. So peaceful here. I should change that.
あのさ
You'll never be free of me. Go on, start running. It's right or die. Come on, bring me another. Don't test me. Now I have their attention. Ah, hell. I'm a one-woman army. See what I've become. Your life's a mine to take. 覚悟の上だったんだろう。These streets will run red when I'm through.
Rule number 1,
BIOS.
always right. Rule number 2, nothing else matters because
BIOS.
is always right.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bios and we are going to be looking at the ability kit that was just dropped by Overwatch. They have been doing a pretty like big rollout by releasing information about Shion. And we already did like some reactions to her animated short and her previous gameplay. And now we are getting more and more information until she's actually released on the 16th, until we see real gameplay of her. I'm kind of hoping that over the weekend that there'll be like a demo trial of her, so that we can get a better look. But let's go ahead and dive in right here. So, her abilities, she has the Kira pistols, rapid fire anima pistols. Oh, she's an anima weapon user. Oh, interesting. So anima weapons, from what I know, is made by Kiriko's father, who made the bow for Hanzo, the swords for Genji, the scythe thing for Mizuki. I don't know if Kiriko's count because hers is kind of like different, so I don't think her kunais are a part of it. But if she has access to them, I wonder if that's her ultimate then. And I'm kind of also surprised that we didn't see that in any of her recent stuff, like not in the comic, not in the trailer, in her story trailer, and not in her gameplay. Maybe there was, maybe that was her ultimate, but it was different since she's like a omnic. So next up is her ultimate. I might butcher this. I might butcher a lot of these. Sasuriku spree. Rush forward 3 times in a storm of gunfire. Now we saw this, so in her ultimate, she charges up, almost like Junker Queen's ult. Someone in the comments said this. So almost like Junker Queen's ult, where she winds up in launches, but also in a barrage like Reaper's ultimate. So it's kind of like a mix of the three. I would say Genji, Reaper, and Junker Queen. So it's a pretty cool ultimate. I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out, exactly what the damage numbers are. So she has a passive. So since she is a flanker for the sub role, she has the health pack restore more HP. Okay. So she's a flanker. I didn't really get that when I was watching her gameplay, to be honest. She was kind of like a frontliner, like a DPS, just not a flanker really. So, and then on top of that, her bike is going to make like so much noise. Like I want to see like how exactly she's going to flank. So I think that's a little weird. Next. Okay, her actual ability kit here. So her abilities are execution, fire an X-shaped volley, hold to tighten its spread. Oh, so that was when she was like doing like this. and then like all the shots become more accurate into a burst fire into whoever she's targeting. So a lot of people were saying that's kind of similar to Cassidy's Fan the Hammer. And okay, I can kind of see that. I hope that it's actually like better because I just don't like Cassidy. Sorry. So next is evade and briefly gain overhealth. Okay, I heard about this too. I didn't really see it in the trailer. Um, so she is pretty much like Elsa Bloodstone in Marvel Rivals. I think she has the same thing where she dashes, she gets a little bit of overhealth, I think. So I wonder how many times she can do this because in the trailer she did it twice. Once to dodge the train, once to dodge Sojourn's rail gunfire. So pretty cool. Um, I don't know how I feel about the overhealth. I kind of feel like overhealth and those like little abilities are coming a bit too much. Like a lot of characters are kind of doing too much, you know? There's not much room for other characters to kind of have some, better team synergy and stuff like that. Like the characters are becoming a lot more self-reliant, especially since the introduction of healing over time. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like we should be stripping that away, to be honest. Joyride. So here we go. Her signature thing, which is her bike. So rev your engine, reactivate to dismount, and launch your bike forward. So we saw that twice. Once where she launched it into Cassidy, and then another time where she launched it into Farah. So it looks like she can control exactly how it works. So I'm assuming that you could ride your bike for like a little bit before excuse me. So I'm assuming that you could ride your bike for a little bit before you actually launch it and it explodes. Um, but then my question is that like since she's the only character to ever have something like this, ball does not count, and there's someone else. Like and the cat, they don't count. They're not using vehicles. Like this is actually like a terrain vehicle. Like I can see people at the start definitely using this to get out of spawn. Um, if it's like used like that, I'm not too sure. It's just very interesting, and I can't really think of ways to really use it. Like I can like I mean what I mean is like I can't really picture how it being used in game. Obviously we know that you can write it for a short time, launch it, it explodes, but like to actually see the true use case of it in game is what I'm having a bit trouble using it. Like the whole Farah thing, unless you get like over health or armor or some sort of damage reduction while riding it, launching that into a Pharaoh, I would imagine Pharaoh kills you, besides like the one-off instances where you guys trade. All right, so her minor perks. Okay, so rapid fire reload, evade reload 9 ammo. Okay, wait, level 1? Level 2? Where's level 1? Huh. Okay, so level 2. Oh, 1 to 2. I see. Okay. So evade to reload 9 ammo. Hmm. Ex Machina. Execution does 20% more damage to enemies below half health. And Ex Machina is her X-Fire execution? I assume so, because it's the same icon. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. The reload thing it feels a little subpar. Like it'll definitely help you in those 1v1 scenarios where you're like dodging so that you can shoot more and you don't have to worry about reloading. But in the cases where you do get into 1v1 situation or just kind of jumped and you don't have your dash, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like with Overwatch kind of putting in reloads in base kit, I think this is a meh minor perk. Ex Machina is definitely going to be more useful. I can see this coming off of cooldown more than her dash in order to reload, maybe. I mean, like more useful than her dash. So her major perk is Refuel. Joyride instantly restores 50 HP and rejuvenates 20 health per second while active. Oh, okay. So if you get this, and it's definitely going to be your escape tool, don't be using this to engage because if you're stuck, oh, you have your dashes. Very interesting. She's very mobile. She's very self-reliant. So, Instantly restore 50 and rejuvenate 20. Interesting. Faces of Death. Gain all other damage subroll. Wait, what? Wait, what? Gain all other subroll. Gain all other damage subroll passives. Recon, Specialist, and Sharpshooter. So Recon is seeing through walls. I don't know what Specialist is. Let me see. What does she have? It's Flanker. So so she gets the rest of them. Sharpshooter. I don't know what the other subroll passives do. Let's see. What do they do? Okay, so Recon is passive ability. When you damage an enemy and drop their health below 50 HP, you can see them through walls for 5 seconds. Okay. Sharpshooter. Landing critical hits, which are headshots, reduce cooldowns on your movement abilities. It scales with the amount of damage dealt, returning to 0.75% of damage dealt as cooldown reduction. Okay. And what's Specialist? I'm assuming Specialist is like Torb. So Specialist passive grants temporary reload speed boost. Oh, okay. Well, during recurring elimination. So yeah, so that's like I've seen Junkrat, Torb, and Symmetra get that one. So she gets all of those. Is that worth it? I mean, that's just a straight passive. Like you don't have to do anything for that. It's just on. It's just in the background. Interesting, interesting. I think the refuel is gonna be a bit more it's gonna be a bit better. Maybe for defense. And then you could use the Faces of Death during attack because you're gonna be more active. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting, very interesting. So yeah, that's all of her perks. All of her perks, all of her abilities. I can't wait to really see how these are going to work in game. Oh my god, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting week when she comes out on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It's 12th. Yeah, so she's gonna come out on Tuesday. That is gonna be interesting. Oof. Loki, I'm most excited for her because I'm hoping that she can hold me over until Sombra gets her rework. Which people are saying that it's not coming out till next year, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, why? Let's get it on. Like, why are we taking so long? Like, let's just put it into testing. Like, put it in game in the what happened to the public test realm? What happened to that? But anyways, Faces of Death is wild. So this is the comments. Show me to Faces of Death. Okay, so people are really talking about the Faces of Death. Faces of Death. Faces of Death. Yeah. Okay. So that's what everyone's kind of looking at. I don't really think that's like the most crazy one, to be honest. Like it's crazy for sure. Um, hmm. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that's everything for now. Let me guys know what you guys think of these abilities and how would you guys play her in game? What abilities do you think is the most broken or is she balanced? All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.